Welcome. My name is Sigurd. I'm from Norway.
And my name is Maya. I'm from Canada.
And we're presenting WALL-E, the module.
Exploring the areas of energy.
So, when looking at a module, you start with a driving question. Our driving question is, how might we better understand the relationship between humans and energy in the past, present, and future of Japan? In simple terms, we're looking at the management, use, and production of energy within Japan from different perspectives, whether it be cultural, even spiritual and scientific perspectives, as well as throughout history.
Along with exploring this, we had a number of guest speakers, approximately 3. The first one we had was looking at more of the spiritual element of energy, where we looked at Shinto Buddhism and what that means from an energy perspective. We then also had a guest speaker who was part of the Japanese government and now works at the Peace Park. And our final guest speaker was a man who is a historian and scientist working on the atomic bomb and survivors of the bomb.
Additionally, we did our own investigation, including exploring existing energy systems within Hiroshima and reflecting on our own understanding of energy systems, how we see them working. And we also worked with small renewable energy models to see how energy can be created and managed and try to extrapolate it to a wider scale.
Our first of 2 we explorers was in a place called Koyasan, where we went to a Shinto Buddhist temple and stayed there overnight. We had a fire ritual and we ate some of their very good food, as well as a walk through a cemetery, a 2-hour hike, and a very interesting experience about the spiritual side of energy, looking at your own personal energy and looking at the energy that is eco-friendly.
Additionally, we looked at the flip side, the more extravagant use of consumer energy in this case. We went to Disneyland to look at the way they used energy within their own systems, how they managed that, and, the entertainment industry and how big of an energy drain that is. We also went to several different museums to look at emerging technologies within energy management, as well as doing some fun activities like go-karting.
One of our shorter excursions was to a nuclear power plant, where we looked at how the inner workings of nuclear power, both boiling power and pressurized nuclear power. And we looked at how the new safety regulations of nuclear energy in Japan affect nuclear power plants.
Additionally, we did a tour of the Mazda factory and museum, looking at how they use their energy, and specifically looking at their own design process and how they create for the humans that are their consumers, and seeing how we could implement that into our own final product to make it user-friendly. That brings us on to the final product creation. We used all of our knowledge, our experiences, our own understanding of the use of energy to create a model as well as a theoretical framework for an energy system within Hiroshima, looking specifically at what exists and where the gaps are to be filled. And we went through a user design process, which Maya will talk more about.
Yes, so our user design process, and basically throughout the whole module, we looked at human-centered design and how to affect how the human aspect of it affects your design process. We looked at how at Disney the architecture of each area affects the user experience and the more like immersive areas of the experience. We looked at how at Mazda they made their cars not only for it to be fast and good, but also to be comfortable and to look nice. And so we wanted to look at how the human aspect really fits into the design process.
Thank you so much. For more of our practical demonstrations, you can see there's some light at the back. That is where we will have our own demonstrations and our own rationales for our individual final products. So please come check that out.
As
Thank
well
you so
as
much.
physical final products there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.